Hello YouTube, Super Tut Dude here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create your own custom introduction to your any videos, YouTube. That's the only one I can think of, but I'm sure there's many more out there. Using Adobe After Effects CS5.5 or CS4. I believe it works on CS4. You can download these by going on www.adobe.com in the download section and just browsing around for it and downloading it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to composition, new composition, and I already have a composition there, so I won't do that. And make sure the preset is on the first HDV/HDCV one. Then you click OK, but in my case I'll click cancel. Then you're going to click layer, new. Let's go layer, new, solid, and then I would leave that black, or you can change it if you like. I already have a black solid, so I'll delete that one. So it should look something like this. Then you want to go on File, Import File, and you might want to get some textures. I'm going to be using this grey texture, so I'm going to open that. Then you can just drag it on, and it will snap onto the middle once it senses the middle. Then if you drag the corners to just, edit around your thing, so it should look like this. And if you keep moving it out, you can get stuff off the screen, but I'm gonna leave it like that. So once you're happy with that, you're gonna click onto this would be rectangle, I believe. So rectangle tool, and if you hold, and this menu will come up, and you click the ellipse tool, then you can click and hold and drag it to get a kind of circle here. Then you go down to the mask, then you go into mask feather, and you would click and hold and drag that to the right to about 240, which will give you the best looking fade. Once you're done with that, click the mask drop down box so everything goes up, and you're going to lock those two into place. Then you're going to go on to the text tool to apply some text. Obviously, click on your image and type in what you are going to type in. In my case, my name. And while holding Control, you can drag this to the center or wherever you want it, and I will be giving links to everything, the font as well, in the description, and you can feel free to don't change any of these at the bottom unless you know what they do. This is the one that has a small t and a big T, and it says PX. That's the font size, so you can change that, and if you click here you can change the font color. So I'm happy with that. Then I'm going to click on my font, and I'm going to go up here to where it says pan behind tool. It's kind of thing next to the camera and the ellipse tool, and there should be a small crosshair here. Oh, you want to drag this into between the top and bottom square. This will just determine where the camera will zoom in or zoom out in our case to bring on another layer, for example presents. Then you're going to click on the 3D tool, so this goes green and that goes red. Then you're going to click the drop down box and transform, and making sure this is on 0, so all the way to the left. You're going to click on position, then you're going to hold shift and drag this to the left so it's nearly zoomed out, and when it's nearly, you don't want it to zoom out too much. Then you're going to go to about half a second, and to get this to be more precise, you can just drag this time navigator end. It'll be at the end here, you can just drag it in. And then you're going to change that to 0. Make sure not to touch the first two, just the last one. Then you're going to drag it to about 1.5 seconds, so 1.5. And you're just going to drag this to the right to about 1000. There we go. Then 1 more second onwards, so 2.5, and drag it to about 1500. Now it doesn't look very professional as it doesn't really fade away. So what we're going to do is go on the second last keyframe and go into opacity. Click the stopwatch, then go on to the last keyframe, click on that and change that to 0. So it should look something on the lines of this. For me, it's not doing it, but it will probably zoom forward for you on all of these 3 last keyframes. So what you're going to do is right click on the keyframe, click keyframe interpolation, linear, OK, for all 3. Because you don't want it to move forward, unless you do, and you don't really mind it. So once that's done, you're just going to add this blur here and that blur here, here and there. Then you're going to grab your mouse tool at the top left and drag this to the right. Scroll up, grab the end of your work and drag it to the end, so it's like that. Then you're going to make the drop down boxes go away. So this is how long it's going to be, 2.5 seconds. Depending on how many you're going to do, I would do like 4 presents, tutorial guides and gameplay, but I will only show you 2. You can just click here and press Ctrl and D, and then just click and drag up to about there so it overlaps, and it will look like this. So when that one's just fading away, this one will appear. Then if you just triple click, you can change the font using the spacebar, make it in the center, and I like that. And I'm just gonna add this blur here to this one. Make sure you add the blurs to both of them, and I like that. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. So I'm just gonna lock those 2 there. Then I'm gonna click composition, add to render queue, which will bring up the render queue, obviously. Render settings, best settings, output module, lossless, make sure those are at those settings, and then if you click here, it wouldn't say composition 1, it will say not yet specified. You can specify where you want to output it, where it will go once you save it. Well, I've already made one, so I won't save it. But then you click render, so for example, this bar will go up slowly as you're, doing your thing as it's loading. And it won't be like this when you're watching it, like say on YouTube. It's just processing it really slowly here. So I'm just going to stop that. But don't stop it, just keep going, and that it will make like a wand kind of wavy magical sound, and that will just tell you that it's done. So that's it really. Really hope this helped. Links will be in the description. Sorry if the video is fast. Had to be a quick one. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment, rate, and subscribe. See ya.